I never thought I'd be the guy writing about this, but here we are. After everything that happened with my ex, I found myself in one of the lowest points of my life. I caught her red-handed. She wasn't just flirting with one dude, she was juggling four. Four. When I first realized it, I felt like the ground had been pulled out from under me. It all came crashing down when I picked up her phone one night after she left it on the couch. And trust me, I wasn't trying to snoop. I was desperate for clarity because the red flags had been piling up. Too many late nights, too many sudden mood swings, too many fights that ended with her storming out the door. And there it was, message after message, pictures, emojis, inside jokes. I scrolled through and my chest felt like it was collapsing. It wasn't just one guy. It wasn't even two. There were four different guys she was giving pieces of herself to. So when she came out of the shower that night, I stormed up to her and shoved the phone in her face. "What the hell is this?" I demanded. Her reaction? Not guilt, not shame, not even silence. She got mad at me. She yelled at me for going through her phone. Imagine that. You discover your girlfriend's got four side pieces, and somehow you're the bad guy because you opened her messages. We went back and forth, shouting, both of us throwing words like knives. Finally, she stormed out, slammed the front door, and sped off in her car. And me? I was left standing there, phone in hand, with my whole relationship lying in pieces around me. After she left, I sat down on the bed and just shut down. I deleted her number, tossed my phone aside, and stared at the ceiling. Hours passed in silence. I couldn't even bring myself to cry. It was like my body was too numb for that. About 4 hours later, headlights hit the window. She came back. She walked in with red eyes and a trembling voice, and she'd tried to apologize. She said those guys meant nothing, that I was the one who mattered, that she'd made a mistake. She begged for us to stay together. But there are some things you can't walk back from. And betrayal on that level, that's one of them. I told her no. I told her we were done. And because the house was mine, I told her to leave. She left, and I thought maybe that was the end of it. But no. Less than 24 hours later, she sent me another message. Not an apology, not another plea, just a picture of her and one of the boyfriends I hadn't even blocked yet. That was it. I blocked her everywhere. I wasn't going to let her crawl back into my life again. But even though I cut her off, the weight of everything stayed. Lying in bed that night, I kept thinking, what did I do to deserve this? Was I blind? Was I too trusting? Too forgiving? Here's the thing. When you're cheated on, especially multiple times, it's not just your relationship that gets destroyed, it's your sense of self. I kept replaying every memory, every kiss, every time she looked at me and said she loved me. I asked myself, was any of it real, or was she always splitting herself between me and her side guys? I realized something brutal, but necessary. When someone cheats once, it's already a choice. But when someone juggles four different people behind your back, that's not a mistake. That's who they are. That's a lifestyle. And I wasn't about to let her drag me down with her. The hardest part wasn't kicking her out. The hardest part was staying strong. When she cried, when she begged, when she promised that I was the only one who really mattered. But I kept reminding myself, if I took her back, nothing would change. I'd spend every night wondering where she was. Every time her phone buzzed, I'd wonder who it was. I'd turn into a paranoid shell of myself. And honestly, I deserve better. I deserve someone who doesn't need four other options just to feel alive. It's only been a few days, but I can already feel the scars forming. The house feels quieter. The bed feels emptier. But weirdly enough, I also feel lighter. Because for the first time in months, I'm not being lied to. I'm not being manipulated. I'm not waking up next to someone who secretly thinks I'm not enough. She's gone. And that hurts. But so does holding on to poison. So here I am, telling my story.
Not because I want pity, but because I want to remind anyone listening, if you ever find yourself in my shoes, don't take them back. Don't settle for someone who sees your love as disposable. You can survive betrayal, you can rebuild, and you will find someone